I got some time. Handle some personal banking business. Glad I did too. For the ride share companies I work for and making sure the money go to the right account. Just be willing to start over. Had something ugly happen in my accounts, but I take care of it. Life is good. I'm here. God woke me up today. I got you all, my closest of people, online, offline. I got opportunities. I got this temp agency job. I got my restaurant part-time job. I'm able-bodied. Take care of my health. Life is good. So I want to encourage people like you might be going through some stuff where you looking at the right now and you thinking that's you, that's the sum of you. That's not the sum of you. All you gotta do is do what you gotta do long enough until the right window opens, the right gap opens, the right lane opens. You know how people say stay in your lane? So man, I'm blessed. I'm sifting around on Facebook, for example, and just became Facebook friends with one of my long distance cousins who actually played running back. And if you can see how his dad cheered for him from the stands, this is actually in degree of relationship. My father's his father is actually my father's nephew, and he's the son of my father's nephew. So he's a second cousin. So my birth order, I just came here like that. My baby brother and I. We got our first cousins, our second cousins. We some of the youngest of the first cousins. You know what I'm saying? But I seen my cousin in spring ball. He's a Thomas too. This back at Southern Miss. He was patient. And I still can remember one of the spring games. I'm seeing senior cheer for junior. He clapped and said, "That's what they want, son. That's what they want." He was patient with that ball, meaning that you form the pocket to take the handoff from a quarterback, but you're moving your feet. You're not waiting. Patience, we see patience as sitting and waiting. And it took a few good preacher men to explain this patience thing to me. So that running back, he got that ball, he chopping his feet. He knows his lane. He knows where the blocking is gonna go, whether it's a guard center type of gap or a center or a guard tackle type of gap or off tackle, and they're able to then pick up those yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, 13 yards, so go the distance, touchdown. So in your life, you can report to a site just like this. You gotta block out the noise out there on the men versus women, all that toxic podcast stuff. Oh, you a construction worker. Oh, you a janitor. Oh, you a city worker. Like there's girls out here calling the real jobs not a job. Like they're saying city worker, construction, janitor, dishwasher, construction worker, jobs I'm willing to do until other things open up for me. And I'm here to tell you from people that are a little more, the foundation's a little laid better. Like they got their income coming from more than three sources, and they know they can take care of wife, children, mother, father, in-laws. Now, only thing is their grip is different. They're bringing in a bigger load than some of us who are working by the day, by the week, by the month. So I listen to people and know that I'm on my way because I tasted a little bit of it. Like there's jobs that have paid leave time banks and they get holidays. And if you're not feeling well, you can comp the time. You still get paid even though you're at home. You lose time, you gain time. You know that kind of thing. And they gather and they celebrate birthdays and anniversaries and celebrations and all that good stuff. But sometimes you got to show up and get your money. Be willing to do a temp job. Me, I'm athletic. The type of work I'm doing, it was fun today too. Got to play with that PhD, the post hole digger. Got to play with the drill. It was cool. It was cool. I'm on a list. It was cool. On a little bit of a list. That JCB, I was on that pallet. It was fun. It's almost over. It'll be three before I know it. Report here for seven ish. Being honest now, 7 ish. But you do what people want, they're gonna give you the 8 hours. Some people are sticklers, but you do what people want, you're gonna get what you showed up for. So the rate of pay of 13, a person might say, "You work for 13." Well, in 2016, I left traditional work to go work 1099. I left off in what people some would call a good job, a local county government job, record keeping, clerk of court. I left there 11.25 with raises. The raises got me to 11.25. This 2016, which ain't that long ago, this within 10 years. So I would really have to make my earnings when I would do those picking up people, dropping off people, tips help, dropping off deliveries, all the bonuses involved. So you really were commission based earner. So I got a little bit of that right now while I rebuild. I had something really epic happen with my car. It wasn't fair, but life can present that to you. I only had one car. So that's all that changed. I was really hurt at first in the beginning of the year because I didn't know how this was going to play out, the instability of it all. But I'm willing to ride the wave because I put in work when I was younger, helping dad out in the yard, helping family out, helping people out, church ministry, football, of course, the strength and conditioning with that. That was the best part of it, to get me prepared for this. I'm in Florida, triple digit E, willing to work, you know, getting dirty. I don't like to get dirty, but I know how to get dirty. Busting a sweat, but it's keeping me in shape. It just makes me stay true to my commitments. Eat well, drink well. So no matter where you are, be willing to take that temp job. Debris cleanup, construction is not as bad as you think. People won't disrespect you. I mean, every time you run into stuff that's near slavery, oh well. But that's geared toward the men. Women, hopefully you don't have to see that. But men, it depends on where you're at with it. Are you willing to man up? As long as you're not being disrespected in any way or subjected to injury. It's like, could you take that 1 day assignment? Like, this appears that it won't be a 1 day assignment. This is my first year doing this type of work. It looked like I might be here. And there's nothing wrong with that. I have to psych myself up for it. Yes, I have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, but this is what can actually get me in shape because I take part of my money. I make payments toward my debts when I get paid. It's chipping away and making my credit score better. I make a payoff here and there, settlement, a payoff here and there. And I'm seeing my credit lanes open up again. I'm staying in my lane. So I may have to do a year of this, which started in basically the end of January, beginning of February. But it might be over in 9 months. It might be Job, like one of my favorite messages all time by Keith A. Butler. That December 31st, 2008 message where he was going into the New Year's. One of my favorite messages all time when that brother said, be Job right now, be Job right now. Like part of it, what he was saying, it only took 9 months. He was going through some chaos, but his life turned around and got double for his trouble. And that's why I'm here to seek to inspire you. Like, be willing. Like, I work a dishwashing job at a corporate restaurant. Some people feel me, some people don't feel me. But I done been through this before. I'm not perfect. I still might be making mistakes, trying to go too hard. I got one manager, she'll send me home when it's time to go home, just as kind as can be. But when other people put that pressure on you, make you feel like you ain't doing enough. And I'm being very open with you. Maybe I need to find a way to ask them to leave and not try to even get it done since I'm so trash anyway. I don't believe that, but that's how people make you feel. It's a dog eat dog world. That's what Dad and I've been talking about recently. He knows I'm a good boy. He knows I show up to work, but it's a dog eat dog world. But get yours. Be willing. Be willing. Like, there's good people, there's bad people. The real people are just people. People choose to seek to be good. People choose to be toxic and venomous and all that. But you gotta do your best to be respectful, be respectable to yourself, be respectful to them the best you can, and do it while you can. Get your money, mind your business, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. It's part of the patience process. Because I know how this works. I could end up working at somebody's college, somebody's university, some stuff that's the next level. I could end up working for a good corporation, a good private company, a good local government. I could come across some money and start the next thing that pays me. That's why I smile. Like, people might look at you like, man, are you crazy? You doing slave work. But that's right now. I'm built for it. I did it in the name of a sport before, but in the name of getting my life back on track, I'm willing to do it. It's not about this for 20 years. I think the matrix of it is people think of what you're doing right now as what it's going to be. Like, no, you got to do what you got to do. All right? So be blessed. You hang in there.